Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back,
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 552. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Check nickel. Let's go.
Our first carry here for Joe Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Burrow on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Let him know.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Mayfield just getting the play off. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll be out right at the 35. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. So first possession, fourth and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
They throw it out right complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on fourth down. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On third down, Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he stopped immediately there. Sean Williams that time in on the stop. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
third down. Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the Bengals' 48-yard line.
Undercut. Hurry.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on.
A run for Nick Chubb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down to Chubb. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Browns.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Mayfield. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are back within a score.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
And that'll make it 13-7.
Good. Makes the score Bengals 13, Browns 7.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways. But right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
He was covered by.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. It's caught on the right side, it's Smith. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Higgins.
T. Higgins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Bengals 20, Browns 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mayfield down. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Mayfield's pass complete to Austin Hooper. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he goes out right around the 39. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down.
First down, Cleveland.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Browns drive about to get started. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. He's still fighting forward. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 38, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Throwing, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Justin Houston, his 2nd sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15.
That's good.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 56 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
52's the mic. Bring it over there, right? 52's the mic. I got it.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And again, it's Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 22 and a first down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intercepted. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. Burrow now off the bootleg. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Burrow on 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
First target, first catch, and a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Mixon with it. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
28, Joe Mixon.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And Tate's got it. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
Cincinnati Bengals.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the Browns' 45-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Burrow will throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Bengals 27. Browns.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards on the play. First down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
It's a gain of
23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Cleveland.
Mayfield with it once more. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bengals' 9-yard line.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll run with Chubb. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Cleveland.
Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mixon on the toss right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
On the carry.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fly.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Tonight's final score.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bengals, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll be on the road